Are you ready for a lunch adventure?
Princess DeBay here. Today we're hanging out at Disney's Polynesian Resort at the brand new island tower to go to Wailulu Bar and Grill.
For lunch.
We like the word new, and new is on everything here. So it's your number one choice of food infotainment. We're here to investigate. So remember, she's vegan. I'm not. I'm sailing away with this one.
It's time to foodie and chill. We have a gorgeous hummus plate with a small amount of tostones. So I'm going to take a large amount of hummus with some chickpeas on top, which I'm happy about. I see lots of little bits and pieces in this bread. I'm excited. That is extremely sweet while also being somewhat fiery. I'm getting like a 5 or 6 out of 10 on the heat scale, and my mouth is kind of just like burning more and more. I'm not mad at it at all, but you're gonna need more of these because you need something to like break down that heat. I will give it a 4 out of 5 hummus. I feel like a hummus plate is kind of a cop-out, but everybody loves a good hummus, so why not?
So this beautiful plate of this sweet potato hummus with the roasted crispy chickpeas in here, and apparently the spicy piece is this Espelette dust here. But you could probably order it without if you do not like spice. However, I just don't feel like there's enough dippings. That's like, what, 2 tostones, 4, and then this whole pile of sweet potato hummus? Like, how am I supposed to ration 4 pieces for all this hummus? I mean, I'll eat it with a spoon. I mean, I'll get judged, but I'll eat it with a spoon.
You don't have a spoon.
I'll figure it out. Tostones are my spoon. Pepper dust is an interesting phrase, now that I'm thinking about it. I know I'm supposed to be reviewing the feud, but pepper dust. Isn't that just pepper? Or is that more finely ground? You guessed? Or is it just pepper? Either way. It does have a little bit of heat to it. I would say 3.5 out of 10 on the heat scale. It's a nice sort of balance with the sweet potato hummus, which isn't like sugary sweet. It's like you get the hint of sweet potato without going completely overboard. And then they have the Tostones breadfruit, which is also like mildly sweet. So you're getting like a nice middle of the road dish with plenty of flavor to go around. I just wish there was more of these to scoop more of that. I would give it 3.5 out of 5 bucks.
Now we have a beautiful Shishito, I can never say that correctly, peppers dish. I'm mostly excited about this wasabi tahini that it comes with. We get these all of the time at Toledo. And we always tell us that 1 in 10 is spicy, but have you had it with a dip? Oh, I commit to my mistakes. I really think that the sauce enhances the pepper like 10,000% more, and I love the char on it. This is a beautiful dish, and I'm so glad I don't have to go to Toledo to get it anymore. With this sauce, I could like, marinate me in this sauce. It's so good. I love it. It is a surprisingly 5 out of 5. It's a Princess Cities item, and I'm not usually like that about peppers, but it's really the sauce that makes it.
A nice fire roasted shishito pepper. I'm convinced at this point the server that we got the one time basically misled me. I refuse to believe that any of these are ever going to be spicy in any way, shape, or form. If this is your level of spice, I'm not judging you. You got my hopes up, then I got nothing. So, dip it in the wasabi tahini, sort of drag it across like I would a palm leaf on the sand. Wouldn't that be funny? It was actually spicy after I just talked trash. No, not spicy. It's a nice roasted pepper flavor. I love you're getting that grill, the smokiness and everything else. This feels very shareable amongst friends. I like things like this to just like pick up and enjoy. You got plenty of peppers here, plenty of tahini to dip it in whether you want it or not. Honestly, more dishes like this. 3.75 out of 5 bucks. Now this delicious looking roll here is the Musubi. We have a glazed ham with a honey sriracha sauce with furikake and a little seaweed wrap. Normally I would use chopsticks, but I got a fork. I'm not complaining. Looks beautiful. Looks very well layered. This is probably the item that I am the most excited for because usually I can only get Musubi here at Disney at Food and Wine. Now I can basically get it all year long. Let's hope it's good. Now, for those who are spice sensitive, worry not. The Sriracha-Honey is not at all spicy. If I give it any rating, it's probably like a 0.2 out of 10 on the spice scale. I think the honey acts as a nice counter agent to the Sriracha, so you're not getting the heat, but you're still getting a little bit of flavor. It goes well on Musubi itself, cutting through that grilled Spam. It's a tasty thing. It's shareable amongst friends. If you've never had Musubi, this would be an excellent place to start. I would give it a 4 out of 5 stars. Everything here so far at the Wailulu Bar and Grill is giving me very much like luau or island barbecue style. They're very much going into like traditional dishes and then flavors that are grilled and smoky, which I love. These chicken wings are no exception. You have a nice grilled chicken wing, like a crispy chicken wing with a soy glaze. And there's a pepper relish here on the bottom, and then little peppers on top for you to enjoy. You get 5 chicken wings, because it is an appetizer portion, and they look very well roasted and cooked. Soy glaze isn't like a sticky soy. It's sort of like soy on top. You get that pepper relish, well-cooked chicken grilled all the way through. It's tasty, it's punchy, without being overpowering. I'm just thinking it was going to be like spicy. It's not, it's just more savory. The pepper relish isn't really adding additional heat to it. But I think it is a good plate of chicken wings. I would give it 4.25 out of 5 stars. I'm pretty sure I'm going to butcher this, but I believe in trying to mess up everything at least once in my life. It is the Lili'uokalani Mai Tai, probably way off, but it has tea-infused vodka, Jamaican rum, a blend of Jamaican rum, so we can't confirm if any of those are vegan. Some none for the princess, more from all. But with Orgeat and some other juices in here, it's an interesting looking Mai Tai, a little flour and everything else. I love a new resort with new glasses. Every new resort that opens, I just want the glasses for a house. But if the princess can't keep any more festival cups, then I can have more glasses. Fair is fair. Ooh, that's good. You can really taste the tea and vodka and the rum. They don't clash. They go together quite nice. That Orgeat gives it a little bit of like a nutty flavor, but it's still like semi-sweet, but not overly sweet. My problem with most Mai Tais is like drinking sugar. That is balanced, like to the T, or the M to the M. 4.75 out of 5 stars.
A beautiful margarita in a beautiful glass. It looks like we all get the same glass no matter what drink we order. Not mad at that. It is spiced, not spicy, but of the spices margarita, and I'm not mad at that at all. I really like it. It's giving me like prickly pear without like the tartness, which is kind of what I want with that. I love this. I will give it a 4 out of 5 margaritas.
A hibiscus, okay? Hibiscus margarita with Teremana. Dwayne, The Rock, Mr. Johnson, I see what you're doing there. New Polynesian themed resort, Moana statue outside, new movie in theaters, live action coming out soon, Teremana Tequila in the resort. Ooh. I like that it's got a little bit of bite, but it's not spicy. That helps with the sort of like bite through what would otherwise be like a very syrupy margarita. And the floral isn't overpowering. I think they tuned this menu rather well as far as drink so far. We're going to be visiting this bar a lot, I think. 4 out of 5 stars. Here we have their banana old fashioned. Now I'm never going to turn down a new old fashioned. You have some Mitchell's Estate single barrel rum or single barrel whiskey, but then you also have rum in here, so it's giving me vibes of like Sebastian Bistro's old-fashioned menu, but like crafted. You get a little banana in there, some creme de banana liqueur. This looks like it could be a fun time. We may have a problem. I didn't come to old fashions by choice. I started drinking old fashions literally against my will after we ordered one on accident one day. And now they've become a thing that I review on this channel all the time. And for years and years, I have said that my top is Topolino's. And then sort of going back and forth between that and then the maple old fashioned at Le Cellier. They're both in trouble because this is my new favorite. It's a 5 out of 5 clause on the Bear says this banana, whiskey, and rum. Just call me an island boy. Well, I am an island boy. So I suppose it works.
This is the tofu chow mein salad, which is interesting to me. When I first read the menu, I thought it was a hot dish until I came here and really read the menu and realized it was a cold dish. You can get this other ways. You don't have to get it vegan. It's very much giving me vibes of the Brussels sprout salad from Summer House on the Lake. It's very chopped up and fine, so it's not like, you know, as noodly as you would think. Like, really, the garnish is more noodly than the actual noodles. So let me just go ahead and grab some. It's a little bit of a struggle here. Cheers. I love the dressing on this salad. It is very well dressed. Like 3-piece soup, Thai, maybe some tails, very dressed. But not like so dressed that I'm like, oh no, I can't be seen with you. It's decent. It does still, like, the consistency is very much like that Brussels sprout salad from Summer House on the Lake, but I do think this one has a little bit more flavor to it. I absolutely love the char on the tofu, especially since it's an all-electric kitchen. I just don't understand why it's not gluten-free. The tofu is what makes it not gluten-free, so I will give it a 4.75 out of 5 salads. It 1000% tosses my salad, and I will be anxiously waiting by the phone for this salad to call me again.
We do appreciate the trappings of a nice salad. Tons of greens, carrots, all manner of things mixed up in here, some of which my brain can't even identify. That's not necessarily a bad thing. We like a good exotic salad. This tofu, these grill marks, it almost looks painted on. This tiniest bit of tofu. But I feel like, proportionate to the salad, they do not give you a ton of tofu. This is Disney. Here's me telling you again that tofu is cheap. Very cheap. Like the cheapest protein you will ever buy. Include more of it on your dishes, please. The dressing has a nice flavorful punch to it. It's given very much chow mein, the tofu, grilled very nicely in their sustainable kitchen. This is actually a very hearty salad. My one note is still just there's not enough tofu. And I find that of most dishes that have tofu on Wally's World property, is they're giving you like a number of cubes. I'm assuming they do it by weight, and I'm telling you, tofu, you need more of it in your dishes. I would give it a 4 out of 5 points.
This tofu bowl, the poke bowl, is a little smaller than I would expect it to be, but it is a poke bowl, so I guess it's giving me like 3 Bridges ahi tuna poke bowl vibes, but a little smaller. I'm still here for the tofu. We have a small amount of rice. I'm gonna try and just like get a complete bite of everything except for the avocado. That would be difficult. It's a very citrus forward ahi tuna bowl or ahi tofu bowl. Tofu bowl? I don't know what we're calling it. It's citrus forward. It definitely reminds me of something that I've had, like the tofu lettuce cups, the hoisin ones from Trader Sam's. It very much like fits in the theming of the hotel and the food at the hotel, so I'm not mad at that. I just do think the portion size is a little small, especially the amount of rice on here. And just like everything else, it doesn't seem as proportionate to the rest of the food. So I think it's minus points for that, but I still like it. I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5 tofu bowls.
So a tofu poke bowl. You have all of the prime thickness of tofu bowl. You got some radishes, pickles in here, edamame, some shredded cabbage, a little bit of rice, the avocado, and some of that grilled tofu again. With a nice little color. Let's try to get a little bit of all the things. Got a little bit of the avocado, a little bit of the rice. Get some of that purple cabbage over here. Maybe steal a pickle. Actually, let's still use the tofu. Then I'll steal a pickle. Maybe. Possibly. There we go. It's given poke. Big Texaco Fresh poke bowl. This feels more poke bowl adjacent, more in the poke family than the poke bowls you get at Three Bridges in Coronado Springs. This is giving me more flavors. The one at Three Bridges is more just a rice bowl with stuff in it. I do also take issue with like the portion size, but given the size of most poke bowls and the price, it's not a terrible size. If you're looking for something light before you run back to the park, say you come in for lunch, I can do this very easily, even with no other protein. The tofu works fine for me. I give it 4.25 out of 5 points. Here we have the teriyaki sliders, teriyaki chicken sliders with a nice little slaw on top. Very nice color. Disney. I don't know how many times we gotta go over this slider thing. This is not a slider. This is a mini sandwich, a mini burger. Like, ain't nobody sliding this in their mouth. I got a big mouth. I talk, I yap a ton. It is near impossible to shut me up. The princess is probably the only person that ever comes close. This slider might be the next. That is well seasoned, very tender, juicy chicken. Seasoned from one end to the other. The bun is nice and soft, a little bit of sweetness to it. That is definitely a very good slider. And when I say slider, it's more like Tokyo Drift than like slip and slide, both in flavor and obviously the size. You definitely won't be disappointed if you get it. I was worried that it was going to be one of those weird 2-slider tiny deals, just like you say you get it like Nomad Lounge at Animal Kingdom. But this you will definitely walk away from full. I did also have the option for a macaroni salad. I chose sweet potato fries in the sandwich. The sandwich has potential for a long life in this restaurant. I give it 4.25 out of 5. Sweet potato frites. The interesting, weird cousin of the fry world. They passed the fry test. They're looking lightly salted. Got a nice color to them. Surprisingly crisp. The light salt actually does complement it nice well. Those are very good sweet potato fries. It's sweet on sweet, but I got no complaints. 3.5 out of 5 points. If there is a new king of this here mountain, a new king of this island, then it must be the short rib loco moco. You have a huge piece of short rib with a easy fried egg as a top hat, with 2 blocks of rice sitting in a mushroom gravy with some additional mushrooms around as a little decoration. You guys come for the meats, or at least some of you do, so let's just go ahead and give you your ooey gooey short rib loco moco. Cut, nice runny egg. If any of you guys are here, have ever heard of This Life of Ours, you see them, you tell June that he needs to come here and get this runny egg on his food. Tell him I'll even pay for it. That is a very interesting flavor. We do have a breakfast loco moco that you can get at Kona Cafe in the main building of the Polynesian, which is a completely different flavor profile. That's more of an omelet with like ground beef on top. A lot more like savory and eggy for breakfast. This is letting the short rib be the star with the egg and the rice and the mushroom gravy sort of complementing it. It's still very much given loco moco, but like some sort of like crafted savory delight for dinner. I do like this. I like the way that it's presented. I like the way it tastes. The short ribs cook perfectly. If you like your meat, this is probably going to be your meat and potatoes dish right here. This is basically just going to be steak and eggs, almost. I would give this a 4.75 out of 5 claws. Meat eaters, carnies, whatever we're calling ourselves nowadays, whatever we're getting called, this is a dish for you.
This beautiful drink is actually a mule with gin, which you don't get very often, but it's got a special ingredient in here that is Mardi Gras universal vibes of Bear's favorite drink, so oh, I might actually love this gin drink. It's not too, like, the thing I don't like about gin is that it has like a huge bite, but the pandan on this like kind of smooths it out, plus the ginger beer, fire. I love this. This is a 4.5 out of 5 mules. This is extremely mulicious.
So you have this wonderful Island Tower themed mule here with the leaves of the mint coming out here. You have some candied crystallized ginger here, then a pandan extract mule, gin mule like that. Ooh. This the gin in here is very like juniper forward, and the pandan extract sort of just brings it out, so you get a lot more flavor than I would get at a normal gins, where some remind me of like Walgreens rubbing alcohol. This is more purposeful and tasty. This feels like the tropical beverage you've been looking for. I don't often get on the mule train. That mule carries the princess around, but this, you might have to carry me out of here. 4.75 out of 5 plus. So here we have the passion fruit Garibaldi, named after a fish. I'm assuming the fish as colorful as this drink looks, like a little like a sunset over the ocean. The orange even looks like a sail. So you have the Chinola passion fruit liqueur in here, combined with Campari, which is not vegan, so the princess can't have any, and then Minute Maid orange juice. I was on board, you said Minute Maid. Me and Minute Maid, we have an old feud. Old feud. Wow. I'm very on the fence about Campari in a lot of drinks because it can be a bit much. They suggest that you mix this one before you drink it, but even just as it is, like the Campari is very light. It doesn't overpower the liqueur or the orange juice. Maybe those are two flavors that are strong enough to take it on. Maybe like tag teaming the liquor to give it a nice little bite. It's very tart. It's given like grapefruit-ish without being grapefruit. I would give it 3.75 out of 5 points. So here we have the Kula strawberry sake cocktail. We have a wildflowers Jumai sake with some botanical liqueur, Campari, again. Campari just sneaking its way into this menu, and then wild strawberry. They did such a great job with the Garibaldi drink that I was like, well, how bad could this one be? If they made one good Campari drink, chances are they can make two, right? Right? Hold up a minute. I gambled wrong. You must like Campari. And when I say you must like, I mean you have to be one of those people that will drink Campari straight on ice out of a glass. Because while there is a hint of strawberry in there, all my mouth tastes right now is Campari. This is a channel that commits this mistake. And I am willing to admit that I have made a mistake. 2.5 out of 5 claws because I feel like it's my weak genes. I can't handle this drink. Ooh.
excited that we have a Dole Whip here that we don't have to modify to be vegan, because a lot of the times the accoutrements on the Dole Whip are not vegan. This time we have this meringue that you can find on multiple desserts around Disney property. And this Dole Whip is definitely giving me like vibes of the old Rapunzel Dole Whip that you used to be able to get at, is it the Treats? I forgot the name of the treat place from Magic Kingdom and Fantasyland. But cheers to Dole Whip all over the Poly. If I loved pineapple, I'd be all about this, but it's straight Dole Whip. I love the meringue. It gives you like a nice little burst of extra flavor to it, but this is 1000% for people who love Dole Whip and nobody else. I will give it a 4 out of 5 Dole Whips. You pineapple Dole Whip lovers, come get this.
A Dole Whip Sundae. This was a Sunday. It's probably a Friday. Saturday maybe? Not Sunday. Maybe Sunday fun day. Either way, I know what I'm getting at. Terrible dad jokes. Why I never want to be a dad. Just go ahead and dig right in here. Get the Dole Whip. Get some of this fruit that they have liberally given us here at the bottom. Looking tasty. Every now and then, Disney improves Dole Whip. And it's this. The fruit at the bottom, wonderful.
I know it is.
I'd give that 4.5 out of 5 plus. So here we have the simply titled chocolate cake, flavored with chocolate, coffee, and then you have these caramelized, like toasted bananas on top. This thing is looking like an elevated Swiss Debbie. Go ahead and just cut right in here. Go ahead and destroy that banana with some of this sauce here on the bottom. The banana just sends me right off the cliff. Like, I'm sent. I'm ascended. The chocolate and the coffee, nice and fluffy. Like, you get like a little bit like that coffee forward, but not like that coffee aftertaste. But then tons of like smooth chocolate. The cream is excellent. Those bananas, those are sent from heaven. I don't know what this restaurant is doing with bananas. I don't even know your secrets. But I'm a loyalist. And when I'm loyal, okay, I'm loyal to the end. I will fight for you, okay? You have gained your own personal hater for everybody else. 5 out of 5 claws on the Mary Tessie's list. Don't share this with your friends. Wailulu Bar Grill definitely does not have me asking why.
I really enjoyed it. I think it's a great addition to the Polynesian. I think it's like having 3 bridges here at the Poly, and I think they really needed something like that, because outside of this, all you have is Trader Sam's, and they're not open all day, and Tambu, and they're, I don't know, it's not, the smells aren't great up in Tambu.
It's not the same. You'll definitely have a place here to eat a little bit earlier than you would normally get either Trader Sam's Grotto, or, I mean, I guess Tambu does open at like 10 or 11, but you can't get food until 4. So you do have another food option here at the Polynesian Resort, which is nice. I think this place is going to be insanely popular, given both the view and the level and quality of the food. Luckily, they do have a walk-up list, and they also have mobile ordering. So even if you can't get inside, you can mobile order food here and eat it out on the beach somewhere with little beach we have left.
They will be piping the music into the building during the fireworks,
yes.
So if you decide to eat there during the fireworks,
you will have that.
You got great views.
Yes, without having to pay for a Narcoossee's reservation even.
Or Ohana.
Yes, but I don't know, given what we've shown you today, I don't know what you guys think. Do you think this is a great addition? I know there were some doubts about how themed this tower would be, how well it would sort of flow into the rest of the resort. It fits perfectly, like it's always been here. My only gripe is it the tiki statues that used to be out front of here when we had the luau? They're not here.
Spirit of Aloha.
Spirit of Aloha, they're gone. I'm sad.
That was an iconic statue.
Yes, but if there's anything else you'd like to do, the comments will always be the place to find us. Hit the notification bell if you want to see other videos like this, and
we have new videos 5 days a week: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday.
We will see you soon.
Be sure to subscribe and like this video. And if you don't comment, maybe Bear will say no to ever doing a food crawl here at the Poly, and I think we'd have a good time.
Aren't I crawling enough already? You heard the girl.